Yeah, brother, it's funny you say that with the Mongolian wrestling. Behind me is Zong Lo. Zong Lo was a Sifu in San Francisco who saw very early what was going on with MMA, right? It was 2009, 2010, something like that. And he started throwing events at the Kezar Pavilion, amateur events to begin with, and then on to professional events. And it grew and grew. And then Dragon House became the biggest MMA show in San Francisco. And it also happened to be the name of his kung fu school that he had. And he always used to tease his students about Mongolian wrestling, but he wouldn't show anything. And I'm pretty sure that's because, Zhang Lo probably didn't have much base in Mongolian wrestling. It was more of a talking point for the guys. I remember he had one heavyweight that hated jujitsu, and they weren't at first a very jujitsu based school. But if anyone knows anything about MMA these days, you cannot do MMA with no jujitsu at all. Maybe you get a combat sambo base or something like that. You can fill in the blanks and whatnot. But for the most part, you need some jujitsu to compete in modern MMA. So Zong Lo did very early what I had a hard time doing. Like he dedicated himself. He invited a master to his school. I remember when he was still a purple belt, man. He finally got his black belt, but he just kept training and training and training. And eventually he got his black belt. He was done competing, but he was making a lot of money off that Dragon House show. And he also then started Zong Lo Fight Series. And last I saw, I left San Francisco, but he was doing all kinds of different events with that, which just reminds me that like I should have figured out my own way in MMA when it came on the scene. But I was too enveloped in my criminal lifestyle, and real businesses and whatnot are actually a lot of hard work, and criminality is not, right. It's very easy work for a lot of money, and then you spend the rest of your time relaxing. I remember Zong Lo remembered me because I was the guy who drove the white E63 Mercedes, a benefit and perk of my criminal lifestyle. I loved that car, but eventually it became like a huge money pit. And as with all crimes, like money stopped flowing in, and it was basically too much car for me at that point. And yeah, yeah, man, wow. Bad memories, good memories, whatever it is together. But Zong Lo is still, he's a fixture in San Francisco. I'm pretty sure that Dragon House, the school, was his dad's that was passed down to him. And he certainly did his best to catch that MMA wind that most people saw coming, but still were unable to catch. That's the joke, right? Like, I always say this, like Dana White was one of a bazillion guys that knew MMA was going to be big. The difference was Dana White went out and made it happen. Well, Zong Lo went out and made it happen, whether he knew Mongolian wrestling or not, brother.